Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sirajul Faizi. I welcome you in my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I am going to talk about biogeochemical cycle. So let us start learning of biogeochemical cycle. You know the term biogeochemical tells us that biological, geological and chemical factors are involved. Biological, geological, and chemical factors are involved. In earth science, a biogeochemical cycle is a pathway by which a chemical substances moves through both biotic means biosphere and abiotic like lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere compartment of earth. My friend, a cycle is a series of change which comes back to the starting point and which can be repeated. This is the meaning of cycle. So, what is the definitions of biogeochemical cycle? More or less circular pathways through which the chemical elements, including all the essential elements of the protoplasm, circulate in the biosphere from environment to organism and back to the environment are known as biogeochemical cycle. My friend, biogeochemical cycles always involve hot equilibrium states, a balance in the cycling of the elements between compartments. As biogeochemical cycle describe the movement of substance on the entire globe. The study of these is inherently multidisciplinary. So, cycling elements, micronutrients required in relatively large amounts. Big six means carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus. And other micronutrients, sulfur, potassium, calcium, iron, and magnesium. Micronutrients required in very small amounts but still necessary like boron, copper, and molybdenum. Types of geochemical cycle. Biogeochemical cycles can be classified as gaseous cycle. The term gaseous cycle, refers to the transformation of gases between various biogeochemical reservoirs, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. Nitrogen cycle, oxygen cycle, carbon cycle, and water cycle. You can see here hydrosphere and atmosphere. Now, sedimentary cycle. Sedimentary cycles include the leaching of minerals and salts from the earth crust, which the settle as sediment or rock before the cycle repeat. Sedimentary cycle includes like phosphorus cycle, sulfur cycle, iron cycle, calcium cycle. Sedimentary cycle vary from one element to another, but each cycle consists fundamentally of a solution phase and sediment phase. So, let us start learning of nitrogen cycle. The majority of Earth atmosphere is nitrogen, 78%. However, atmospheric nitrogen has limited availability for biological use, and this form is relatively non-reactive and unusable by plants. Nitrogen availability can affect the rate of key ecosystem process, including primary productions and the decomposition. The nitrogen cycle is the process by which nitrogen is converted between its various chemical forms, and this transformation can be carried out through both the biological and physical process. My friends, process of nitrogen cycle. What is the process? So you can see The nitrogen is present in environment in a wide variety of chemical forms, including organic nitrogen, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, nitrous oxide, nitric oxide, or inorganic nitrogen oxides. Organic nitrogen may be in the form of living organism, humus, or in the intermediate products of organic matter decompositions, and the process of into cycle transform nitrogen from one form to another. Many of those processes are carried by microbes. So steps of nitrogen cycle. You know the nitrogen fixations N2 to ammonia, ammonium to nitrate, nitrification ammonia to nitrate, assimilations, incorporation of ammonia and nitrate into biological tissues, ammonification organic a nitrogen into compounds to ammonia, and denitrification nitrate to nitrogen gas. So nitrogen fixations. You know the atmospheric nitrogen must be fixed in a usable form to take up by plants. Mostly fixation is done by free living azobacters and clostridium or symbiotic known as diazotrophs. You know symbiotic. What is the symbiotic nitrogen? Fixing bacteria such as rhizobium, usually living in the roots, nodules of the legumes, where they forms mutualistic relationship with the plants producing ammonia in exchange for the carbohydrates. Today, about 30% of the total fixed nitrogen is produced industrially using the Haber-Bosch process, which uses high temperature and pressure to convert nitrogen gas and hydrogen source into ammonia. So, biological nitrogen fixation can be represented by the following equations. So, you can see the equation nitrogen to ammonia, same time 16 ATP to 16 ADP. Now, nitrification. My friend, the conversion of ammonia to nitrate is performed primarily by soil living bacteria and other nitrifying bacteria. In the primary stage of nitrification, the oxidation of ammonium is performed by bacteria such as Nitrosomonas species, which convert ammonia to nitrites. And other bacterial species such as nitrobacters are responsible for the oxidation of the nitrite into nitrates. And it is important for the ammonia to be converted to nitrates or nitrite because ammonia gas is toxic to plants. So nitrification. Now assimilation. Plant take nitrogen from soil by absorbing through their roots. You know the roots as amino acid, nitrate ion, nitrite ion, and ammonium ion. Plants can absorb nitrate or ammonium from the soil via their roots here. You can see here. If nitrate is absorbed, it is first reduced to nitrite ions and then ammonium ions for incorporated into amino acids, nucleic acid, and chlorophyll. In plants that have a symbiotic relationship with rhizobia, some nitrogens is assimilated in the form of ammonium ion directly from the nodules. So, ammonification. Ammonification means when a plant or animal dies or an animal expel waste, the initial form of N2 is organic. The bacteria or fungi convert the organic N2 within the remains back into the ammonium. A process is called ammonification or mineralization. Enzymes are involved are GS, GLN synthesitase, GOGATE, glue 2 oxaloglutarates, and GDH, glue dehydrogenase. So, ammonification. Now, the important term denitrification. Denitrification is the reduction of nitrates back into the largely inert nitrogen gas, completing the nitrogen cycle. And this process is performed by the bacterial species such as Pseudomonas and Clostridium in anaerobic conditions. So they use the nitrate as an electron acceptor in the place of oxygen during the respiration. So denitrification happens in the anaerobic conditions waterlogged soil. So nitrate, nitrite, nitric oxide, nitrogen oxide, and nitrogen gas denitrification reaction sequence. Now nitrogen cycle, you can see here. So ecological functions. What is the ecological function? Nitrogen is necessary for all known form of life on earth. You know, it is component in all amino acid as it is incorporated into proteins and is present in the bases that make up nucleic acids such as RNA and DNA. The chemical processing or natural fixations are necessary to convert gaseous nitrogen into compounds and such nitrate or ammonia which can be used by plants. So use of nitrogens. You know the nitrogen is important to the chemical industries. It is used to make fertilizers, nitric oxide, nitric acid, nylon, dyes and explosives. Nitrogen is present in virtually all pharmaceutical drugs and in the form of nitrous oxide it is used as anesthetic. You know the CPUs in computer use the into gas to keep them from heating up. X-ray detector also rely on these elements. So cryopreservations also use nitrogen gas to conserve food, blood and other biological specimen. You know the element is used in controlling the pollution. Many industries use it to destroy toxic liquids and vapor in industrial tools. Now, phosphorus cycle is also very important. So I'm not going to explain phosphorus cycle. You can take steps of phosphorus cycles. You can see the phosphorus cycle, ecological functions of phosphorus, important of phosphorus, and other uses of phosphorus. So, my friends, biogeochemical cycles are important because they regulate the elements necessary for life on Earth by cycling them through the biological and physical aspect of the world. So, biogeochemical cycles are a form of natural recycling that allows the continuous survival of the ecosystem. So this is the reference book Ecology and Environment, P.T. Sharma, Geochemical Cycle, Wikipedia, and E.P. Odom, Basic Ecology. So my friends, I hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel and thanks for watching.